And now we will definitely find the next speaker. And the next speaker is extreme interesting. And I will ask her to start her video like this. And Bodil, if you mute off, yeah, you're muted off and you stop your video, that's great. Now, the next speaker, Nqobile, I can see you're there with our great, this is a great couple, by the way. You will always see their big smiles and they are always together. Often I see them with their kids. This is a family business. And this is a couple who have only been 7 years in the business. Now listen carefully, 7 years in the business, but 6 chairman bonus checks. This is what we call acceleration and leadership. And I wish I was allowed to mention the numbers of the biggest bonus check, but that's a lot. So this is money that people in our world will have to work the whole life just to get in just in one chairman bonus check. So they're GLT members, and they are been doing, you know, we talk about building a business in South Africa. And after 7 years, you know, when they started 7 years ago, South Africa has already been running more than, I guess, 15, 20 years. So it's not about being there from the beginning, but it's about really going strong and showing that this business is what I can do, not about my timing or when I'm starting, whatever. The timing is every day the best timing. Right now, in this very moment, you have the best timing ever for you to create your legacy, to create your business. And what a timing. So I can't wait to hurry invite Nqobile to speak. I'm not sure if you're bringing your lovely husband on board too, but you're both very welcome. I can see your big smile. So let's make it up with some noise here from my home audience. Let's make it up for Nqobile. Welcome on board. Welcome. Give him some energy. Let's see the spirit out there. The crowd is going crazy. I can see from all over the world. They are welcoming you on stage. Thank you so much. And join us the next 45 minutes. Here.
And
are you muted in? Wow, guys, you're here. You're really here. This is unbelievable. What a stage we have today. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're good. I hope you are
Good afternoon, I can say from my side.
Anyway, we are so honored to be here today. Thank you so much, Kim, for the opportunity. We are also so nervous as well. Let me just tell you guys a little secret now. This is actually our second week doing Zooms because of what is currently happening around us. So we have been building mostly on Facebook, via WhatsApp, but using Zoom as an application to build our business, this is something that is totally new for us. So please be patient with us and bear with us if we have any technical difficulties. Without wasting your time, let me just start by introducing myself. I'm sure most of you have no idea who are we. My name is Nqobile Maphakathi Mseleku, and I'm with my lovely husband, Mseleku. I'm a mother of 3 and obviously a wife to 1.
Just 1.
We've been in the business now for the past 7 years. Before forever, I was working for one of the largest media houses here in South Africa. Guys, to tell you the truth, I loved my job. I loved all the glitz and glam that came with working for a media house, but I was also frustrated. You know, I was borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. I was tired of working long hours, trying to prove myself to my employer and getting no recognition. I was tired as well of going for endless interviews, just trying to better myself, but not getting the breakthrough that I was looking for. Then one day, while I was busy on Facebook, I met a lady by the name of Nqobile, you know, and that is the lady that completely changed our lives. I remember I met her in 2012, but then it took me 1 full year to say yes to forever. So lesson number 1, in most cases, no doesn't mean, no simply means not now. It doesn't mean not ever. The timing was just not right for us. And we are so eternally grateful to Gabi for not giving up on us. So a year later, we joined forever in 2013. And to say that our lives has changed, it is truly an understatement. Forever has completely changed our entire lives. You know, we have gone from barely surviving to having more than enough. We have gone from borrowing from Peter to pay Paul to having enough savings, you know, to take care of our kids and to provide the lifestyle that most people or most kids will only dream of. So we are really, really, really grateful to what Forever has done for us. We have met some wonderful people, and we have helped as well so many people within our team achieve their own goals as well. We have traveled the world, we have ticked all the Forever incentives, and let me tell you something, we have only just started. There is no stopping, not now, not ever.
Yeah. So guys, as you have heard our intro, I am Percy. You know, it's funny how life, you know, happens. Basically, when my wife got introduced into the business, I've always been there. The only thing was my ego as a guy. My ego got the better of me. I just couldn't picture myself selling, you know, the aloe vera, selling this yellow scoop. I did not believe in the concept, you know, and funny enough, while I was not convinced or for the business, I still never stood in her way. I said, you know what, since you're taking so much money and, you know, to join the business, it's fine. Just make sure this thing of yours better work. You know, I swallow those words now and again because I never believed in the business. But we still went ahead and we started the business. Now, my background is construction. So I was, you know, okay in my work area at the time. We was actually planning to get married in a couple of months prior to her, you know, taking the money and joining the business, which was, you know, got me fuming. But you know what? I said, you know, let me just let it be, let it happen. So we got started, and I wasn't for the business, but I never stood in the way. That's the biggest part of the background. At the time, I was one of the youngest directors in the company. And for me, looking at it from my side, I looked at it and I said, you know what, babe, we are going to be okay. We are going to be fine because we you know, being a director, the salary is not so bad, so we can try survive off that, you know, which was just ignorance speaking, because at the time things were bad. You know, the home we lived in, you know, needed an upgrade. You know, there was a lot of things that, you know, we couldn't do.
And maybe we were hardly at home as well.
And the fact that I was away from home, I was out in the sites, you know, out in the bush, and you know, we argued a lot as a couple. You know, things were just not, you know, working for us at the time. But because of Forever, today the story is totally different, and I can say it with a mouthful that I thank the opportunity. I thank Gabby and Becky for introducing my wife to the business. And, you know, from here, this is, you know, the sky's not even the limit for us. From here, this is just going to be a snowballing effect. We're just going to keep on pushing as much as we can. Now, guys, I would really, really like to thank you, Kim, for such a lovely introduction and the opportunity for us to be a part of this Zoom. And yeah, so we basically just going to share with you how we've been doing the business for the past 7 years and how we intend to build it and make it last and outlive us. Okay, over to you, guys.
So when Kim actually inboxed me, I remember coming to about being part of this webinar. The first thing that came to our mind was, how can we make an impact? How can we serve? How can we inspire? So hopefully today you will be inspired, but when it comes to inspiration, true inspiration forces you to take action. So the only time you can proudly say, I am inspired, is when it pushes you to go out there and change your own life. So right now we are gonna share just a few tips on what we have been doing to build our business for the past 7 years. And I must add, we've been building it under very, very difficult conditions. Building a forever business in Africa comes at a price. It's not easy. Being on the Zoom alone, getting the team to be on such calls, it is a struggle on our side because data is just crazy expensive, and you all know we are a third world country. So the challenges are there, but our story as well, it is a testimony that when the why is clear, the how is easy. So we are going to share now how we've been running our business for the past 7 years.
It starts with you. It starts with you. Starting a business of this nature, you have to be level-headed. You have to want more out of life. So basically for us, building a business that would outlive us it's this type of business. So we basically just running through how we are building it. And you guys, if it works out for you or if it resonates with you, you can, copy what we do. That by no means we have no problem. So for us, we have to set the tone. We have to set the tone for the team. We basically have to set the temperature on how we do our business. For us, we have to be more like the thermostat of the whole organization, which is our small team. While the thermometer reacts to the temperature that we set, which is our team has to follow up on how we do our business. They basically have to duplicate what we do. You must remember that the uninspired cannot inspire. So we basically have to lead from the front and understanding that you are the difference in your business, in your organization. You are the business, you are the difference that sets the tone.
So you've got to understand that you are the key player. You've got to understand, guys, that if you want to build a sustainable forever business, it starts with you. You've got to be all in, both feet in, and make that commitment to yourself as well, that in your team, in your organization, it doesn't matter who comes, it doesn't matter who goes, you are going to be the last man standing if needs be. And also you've got to make that commitment as well, that you will never be outworked by anyone within your team. So as a leader of your team, you must learn to lead yourself first, because you are the most important person in your team. Set the expectations, set the right standards for you. You must have your own daily methods of operation. You must have your own standards, your non-negotiables. So these are some of our non-negotiables. These are things that we do personally on a daily basis, because before we lead our team, we make sure that we lead ourselves on a daily basis. So this is the standard that we have set for ourselves. For this, you might want to take a pen and paper and write down some notes. So these are the expectations that we have for us. This is our own code of conduct when it comes to leading ourselves.
Okay, so for us, we always want to stay ahead. We always want to stay one book ahead of our team. We always want to make sure that we are ahead on motivational videos on YouTube. We always want to be out there working on ourselves. And we always have to stay ahead with at least one podcast ahead, so that you remember, if you want to inspire people, you must also set time for yourself to be inspired.
So personal development is one of our non-negotiables. On a daily basis, we make sure that we pour to ourselves before we can go out there and pour to the team. Number two, what we do on a daily basis, we wake up in the morning. Each and every day, it is non-negotiable. As much as we are running a business from home and we are in total control of our schedule, but we made a commitment to ourselves that we are going to treat our business as a business. And that means waking up in the morning and make sure that we start our day on a high. Number three, this is some of our non-negotiables as well. As leaders, as much as we have been working to get the third level check, but when it comes to the production, we make sure that we qualify as if we are working for the first level. So we always do more than what is required. Number four, 100 club, 100 non-manager CC's club. Yes. For us, that is one of our non-negotiable as well. On a monthly basis, we push to make sure that we strive and be part of the 100 club.
Making sure that we show up every day, no matter what, no matter how you feel, you just have to show up. We make sure that we know that in order for you to win your day, you've got to win the mornings. Those are just the things that we set for ourselves to make sure that we outgrow all the bad habits that we have. So we started to push and become a 5 a.m. club, because most leaders that we look up to are 5 a.m. clubs. So that's the best way for us to stay above. So in order for us to work on ourselves, we need to become a 5 a.m. club. And we also make sure that we spend those times, working on ourselves, self-development, and making sure that we win the morning, so in order for us to win the day.
Things like the Eagle Manager incentive. For us, that is our non-negotiable as well. We know that in order for us to build a sustainable forever business, we have got to build an Eagle Manager business as well. So building an Eagle Manager business is a non-negotiable. So I want you to ask yourself this question: what are your non-negotiables? What are your daily methods of operation? What is it that you do on a daily basis to make sure that your business moves forward? Because before you lead a team, you must be disciplined enough to lead yourself first. So it doesn't matter where you are currently within the marketing plan. If you are an assistant supervisor, you must have your own daily methods of operation, your non-negotiables. If you are a manager as well, you must set those standards for yourself, but make sure that the standards are high so that you can build that thriving business as well. So it's up to you guys. You are the most important person within your organization. Lead yourself first before you can lead an organization.
Okay, the 3 Bs. Guys, the way we see it, for us, it's more of transferring of beliefs.
What we do is simply a transfer of belief.
So basically it's believe in your capabilities. Believe that we have to believe that we are worthy of leading such a great team. We have to believe that we were born for this. We have to believe that we work on our beliefs just by embracing the process and making sure that we grow our mental capacity so that we can be leaders. But one thing I can tell you is that for anyone who wants to lead, if you are not believing in yourself, you're not going to be able to lead. If you don't have the belief in the company that you are with, if you don't have the belief that you are in the company of forever, then you won't be able to have that belief. If you don't believe that forever has the greatest products, then you're not going to be able to transfer your belief. So it's going to be very difficult for you to build a business.
So you must make sure that you check your 3 Bs. You must believe in yourself, guys, and you work on your belief as well. It's a belief system. You can work on your belief by working daily on that personal development, by make sure that you attend those company events and all that. So you work on your belief. And if you have a hard time believing in yourself, borrow our belief. We are giving you permission to borrow our belief and go out there and make an impact and go out there and create an amazing lifestyle for you and your family. You must also believe in the vision of forever. Believe that the same forever that has been transforming lives for over 40 years will do the same for you. Believe that the same forever that has totally transformed our lives, it will do the very same and more for you. And you've got to believe in the products, guys. And because if you don't truly believe in the product and in the company, you won't be able to go out there and proudly transfer your belief. Number 3, you've got to believe in the network marketing industry as a whole. Believe in the network marketing industry. Do your research on the industry. In that way, you will be able to grow your belief and proudly transfer that belief to others.
Okay. Success is a decision. Success is a decision, guys. I don't believe that there are certain people that are carved out to be successful. That truly, doesn't resonate with me. So when you look at successful FBOs, I'm sure there is one thing in common in them. The way I see it is that they all decide that they want to be successful, no matter what, because it's a decision that you make. There is nothing more powerful than a mind that is made up. That I can assure you. My friends, let us help you out here. We have the word that has changed our belief system, that has changed how we do our business. And that word that changed our future or our business, the way we do it, it is the word that we say, it is until. Until. It's kind of simple, but I think it makes a lot of sense. So persist until you succeed. No matter what happens, no matter who comes into your business, no matter who goes, no matter how hard it gets, you must still persist. You must still go out there and make it work. Not until someone decides to leave your team, you still carry on. They're not leaving you, they are leaving their own businesses. So you carry on. Not until maybe a customer decides to send back the products or whatever, you still have to carry on until you succeed. So it doesn't matter who comes and who goes. This is your business and this is your future. The other part is, so stick to the task at hand, until the task sticks to you. Guys, there are so many beginners out there, but there are very few finishers.
So you have got to be there until you succeed. Don't give anyone like that power over your life. Don't allow anyone to hold your dreams hostage.
So success is very easy. You must persist until you succeed. Guys, you all have greatness within you. The only thing that I will ask of you is you just never quit.
So never ever quit. These are some of the questions that we asked ourselves when the going was really tough, because we've had our moments as well of witness. We've had moments when we questioned ourselves if this was really the right path for us. So these are the questions that we asked ourselves. If not forever, then what? If not forever, my friends, then what? What else are you going to do? Which other company do you know that is so generous, that has the potential of completely transforming your life? If not now, my friends,
then when?
Then when? Because now is all that matters. It is the now. Successful people are focused on the now. So if not now, then when? You know, if not you,
Then who?
Then who?
Okay, maybe you can say them Mselekus. We are okay with that, to take their credit.
So if not you, then who? You've got the power of completely changing your life. You've got the power of giving your kids and your family the lifestyle that they can only dream of. So if not you, then who, my friends?
You can answer that question. That is all on you.
Decide that you are going to have agency in your business, because we don't walk a business, but we run a business. If you want to build a sustainable forever business, there must be agency, because slow and steady doesn't win the race. Success loves speed, and crawling, to be honest, is not serving anyone. It's not serving your team. It's not serving your why. It's not serving your goals. It's not serving your kids. So crawling is not serving anyone. Success loves speed. Momentum breeds momentum. Of course, be patient with your results, but be so impatient with your activities. So it must be activity after activity after activity. On a daily basis, you should be exposing people either to the product or to the business opportunity. That, my friend, must be your non-negotiable. Success loves speed. If you look at the successful leaders, you must know that there is speed within their organization. 4 months into the year, and we have just been on the go, like insanely. And we are so grateful that we applied speed when the year started. We are so grateful for that, because actually we were getting prepared for the time that we are in right now. We are so grateful for the speed that we applied in our business, because as much as we are facing challenges right now, but because of the work that we did when the year started, we are okay. Yeah. Our business is doing okay. Do you understand? So you must apply speed. Work your business as if your life depends on it. Because frankly, it does.
Actually does.
It does.
I mean, when we started the year on a high. When we started the year, we had activity after activity. When the year started, we had the full quarter of the year all mapped out on activities. And we had to outsee that whole quarter throughout, so that we remain on course to what we want to achieve this year. So that's very important for you, my friends, to make sure that while things are happening, you just on the go all the time. You don't wait for some hindrance to take place. So for us, we just had to be on the go, go, go. Vision is what pulls you through.
If you want to build a sustainable forever business, you must have a vision. Know exactly where you are going. That will help you when the going gets tough. You know, a vision is what pulls you through when tough times comes, because I can assure you the tough times, they will come. So if you know exactly where you are going, it won't really matter what is currently happening around you. with this COVID-19 that is happening around us, we still know exactly where we are going. We are still so focused on the vision. We are still so focused on the goal because our vision is so clear. So you must make sure that you have a clear vision.
So in defining that vision, it has to be future focused. It has to be future focused. The vision has to be so clear and so future focused that the current situation that we find ourselves in, it doesn't matter for you because you are not controlled by what is happening in the world. Right now, there is so much uncertainty in the world with this COVID-19, but you know, for me, I'm not looking at it as a hindrance. I'm looking at this as time for us to go back to our drawing board. It's time for us to start looking at new tools to grow our business. Hence, we only been starting using Zoom in the last 2 weeks. And now we are on a call with thousands and thousands of people. So, I mean, that can only be growth. And this is just another way that we're going to keep on serving at a high level because we are determined to just build our business going forward. So irrespective of what is happening right now in the world, we believe that it will pass. And once it passes, we just have to, you know, be out there and build our business.
And since it started as well, Pete, we have been, you know, crazy, you know, with our activities. We have not slowed down, not even one bit. In fact, we have doubled our activities. So whatever is happening around you, as long as the vision is clear, you will continue doing the do, regardless of the circumstances that are surrounding you.
So my friends, all I'm going to ask you is to start planning ahead. The whole world is on lockdown. So start planning ahead. Make sure that you have plans that you want to put them into action once the lockdown is out. Make sure that you have a list of activities that you can't really put them into action now, but you are planning and saying, once the lockdown is over, I'm going to be amongst the first ones that are going to be out there and making sure that they're building a business that will outlast them. So next slide, please. No, I'm still, yeah, sorry. Oh. Sorry, guys. She wants to take over. Time
is not on our side.
You know, when defining your vision, it also has to be emotionally empowering. The vision needs to be emotionally empowering. My friends, how can I put this? The strength and the fortitude that you have, it must be big enough for you to overcome whatever is currently happening. So leaders, when you're casting your vision, you need to be emotionally connected. You need to be emotionally connected to your why. Your why is the most important thing right now. People don't buy into what you do. You know, people buy into why you do it, why you're doing what you do. They only buy into that concept. So for us, our focus is to make sure that we over-deliver. Our focus is to make sure that we deliver the best for our kids. So that is our why. It hasn't changed. It is why we do what we do. So don't let anybody hold your dreams hostage. That is, you know, when people come and go, it's them.
Bless and release.
It's them that are leaving their businesses. But for you, you make sure you rally your team and you move on. So bless and release, and you carry on.
Okay, we might have
oriented
others.
Oriented others. You know, your business, your vision also has to be others orientated. You know, when you work in this business, I know and I understand at the first glance of Forever Opportunity. At that time, we were desperate. At that time, things were not happening for us. At that time, we didn't have much to provide, but it was initially about just me. It was about us providing. It was about us building a business. It was about us achieving certain things. But right now, the vision has to be others orientated. You know, so when you build your business, you make sure that it has your team orientated. Make sure that you're not the only one just winning. For you to win, you need your team to win as well, because then they feel part of the decision making. They feel part of the empire or the success that you are creating. But if it carries on to be just about you, you end up with no team. So it has to be about others as well. Because for us, we are where we are today, not because we're the greatest, but because we stand on big shoulders of our tribe. You know, we stand on the work that our tribe has delivered, and we carry on just, you know, imploring our tribe to go out there and be the best that they can be. So that's what we believe is the right way to do, that we're not just only the ones winning, but our whole tribe wins with us.
Okay, I think we are actually running out of time, so we might have to skip some slides, Percy.
Is it?
Yeah, we only have like 1 minute left.
10 minutes more. 10 minutes more. We are so
10
excited.
Thank you. Okay, we'll try.
With
Okay.
Gary already, we are 10
Carry on.
minutes.
Okay, let us do the slide. Okay. We're doing this slide. Now we're gonna skip those two. And in order for you now to build a sustainable business as well, it has to be intentional. Ne? Successful businesses are built by design. So you have got to design your business, be intentional with your activities. And the only way for you to be intentional with your activities is to track back. Look back and look at your previous activities, see exactly what you did and what you can do to improve. So you must go over your losses and wins for 2019, go over your losses and wins for the first quarter of 2020, find out exactly which were your best months. But this is not enough. You must find out exactly what did you do that month in order for you to have your best month. Did you have any team activities did you do? Did you sign up any new people? Did you have any team incentives? You know, what activities did you do in order for you to have that best month? Number two, you need to find out exactly which were your worst month. You need to know exactly the months where you had your lowest production. Find out as well exactly what was happening during that month. What was the reason for you to have that slow production, so that you plan ahead? How many team events did you have? How many people did you sign up? How many people did your team sign up as well? So you must know exactly what you did the previous year, the previous month, so that you are able to plan ahead and rectify where you can. But you can only have the stats if you go back, because what we cannot measure, we cannot improve. You must have developed.
Okay.
You need to develop a calendar, ne? So layer events into a structure. This will require you now to plan ahead. You have got to plan ahead. So you must have, look at your calendar and plan ahead. Know exactly, okay, from the previous exercise, you know that, for an example, February was your best month. So what did you do in Feb to have the best month? So February 2020, you are going to do the very same activities, but add a bit more. Let's say maybe you signed up 5 people. So you are going to strive now and push to sign up 10 people. If you had 1 event, you are going to push and have 2 events. If you had this incentive, you are going to push and have the very same incentive and so on and so forth. But you must layer your activities into a calendar.
Okay. and launch your month on purpose. Basically, it's just a structure that you need to focus on. You know, be focused with intention. Make sure that whatever activities that you have outlined for yourself, they are intentional. You don't just build a business by mistake.
By accident.
By accident. You don't build a business by accident. Because if you are in that position of building a business by accident, once those strong legs disappear, then you will not have a business.
So you must know exactly what you want to achieve in that particular month. Do you want to move up? Do you want to build a base for you to move up? Are you working on your 4 months to manager move up? Do you want to make that extra 5,000 rands or that extra 10,000 rands? So you must know exactly what is it that you want to achieve in that particular month. And you must be specific as well. How many new recruits do you want to have? How many new team, how many move ups in your team do you want to have? How many new assistant supervisors? How many novice customers? How many new customers do you want to have? So you have got to be specific as you launch your month with purpose. And once you've done that, you have to do something that we call reverse engineering. So you are here as a supervisor, and your goal is to get to assistant manager, for an example. So between where you are as a supervisor and where you want to go as an assistant manager, there is a gap in between. So this is how you reverse engineer. You work your way back. Find out exactly how many people you need to help to go from novice customer to assistant supervisor. How many team members do you need to help to make that extra 5,000 rands? How many new customers must you have in the team, and all that. So reverse engineering simply means working yourself back. You want to lose weight, this is where you are, and you want to be a size 32, for an example. So you work yourself back. You know, I have to do C9, F15, Vital 5, go to gym, it's healthy, and. So when it comes to our businesses, we do the exact same thing. This is where you want to be. I want to be GLT. So what is required for me to get to GLT? How many people do I need to help in my team? How many six-figure chicks must I have in my team? How many new managers? And. That is how you reverse engineer, guys. We are rushing now because time is not against us. Have weekly meetings.
Have weekly meetings. And
who am I working on?
You basically just break it down on your weekly meetings. Who are you focusing on? When is your next event? Who are you wanting to sign up? So you repeat these structures and make sure that they help you to grow your business.
Remember, this is a meeting that you are having now with yourself. So you make sure that you are making those weekly meetings with yourselves, guys.
It's very important.
It's very important.
That's part of your morning rituals. Daily affirmations. When we pouring into ourselves, these are the affirmations that we use in the morning.
I'm a leader. I'm a leader that other leaders want to follow. I'm a leader creator. I'm confident. I'm bold. I'm a personal sponsoring machine. I'm a legend. I'm a badass. I'm a hero to my children, and I'm a champion. So these are the affirmations that we live by.
Guys, identify your assets. Identify your runners. Identify your go-to people. Make sure, remember, we are in a people building business.
So in our case, the team, the people that you are working with are your assets.
Are your assets. So make sure that you don't see people as they are, but you see them as what they could become. That is the greatest challenge of being a leader, making sure that you see greatness in people. And also, you need to make sure you say this to your team. Make sure you're always out there building them up. Make sure that you are always encouraging them to be the best that they can be. Number 3 would be, make sure you schedule time for your leaders. Make sure that you speak to your leaders on a one-on-one basis, and make sure that you build them up to build a better business with you.
So for your runners, you give them the 80% of your time. They must hear your voice on a one-to-one basis.
Yes.
And then the 20%ers, which is just the rest of the team, that you can give them your group attention. Anyway, in closing, in order for you to be great, you have got to be wired differently.
That simply means when everyone is crying, when everyone is out on a limb saying we cannot build a business because we are on lockdown and things are just not happening for me. I've been doing the do all the time. I'm just not making that breakthrough. But because you are wired differently, you just know that for you, it is a must do. Whether it's happening for you or whether you are doing a Zoom call and no one is logged in, you still carry on and do the do. Whether you are going on a live Facebook and there's only 1 or 2 people that are actually following you, because you are wired differently. You don't really care. You're just there to show up, whether people follow you or they don't follow you. But eventually they will see that you are a leader that they want to follow.
As forever business owners, during this difficult time, we are not social distancing, we are only physical distancing. So we are still building our businesses, we are still showing up, we are still inspiring our team, because we believe that when there is a great crisis, there is great opportunities as well. We are so blessed, guys, to be in the right market space. And for us in South Africa, I don't know about the rest of the world, but we are so blessed for our business to be listed as one of the essential service providers. So we are still able to continue building our businesses from home and continue to make money from home. So let us use that to our advantage. While the whole world is on pause, let us make sure that we double on our activities, because we are preparing for the best that is yet to come. Anyway, we hope that you found value and you learned 1 or 2 things. Thank you so much, Kim, for allowing us to pour ourselves, to inspire and aspire as well.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you a lot. This was a great lesson from South Africa, my GLG brother and sister. I can see the whole world here loves you. They're just, the chat is just on 200 kilometers an hour in the moment. Running in, yeah, everyone is grateful. They are here from the entire world. And this is, yes, I agree with you. I have never, ever been so much on Zoom as these days. And we are learning new skills, as these guys are saying. You have to learn all these skills too, because communication is hard blood in our business. There's a lot of good. I love the one being a hero to your own children, because this is what we want. We want our children, we want our family, we want them to be proud of us. You know, when the other guys in the class and say, hey, my father is a fireman or a policeman, your kids will say, my father, he's a forever living distributor, FBO, he's a manager and forever, and the whole class will say, wow, we can't believe it. Or some will say, my father too. That's cool. I love this. And yes, we are utilizing our new skills, new competences here. And this was such a great lesson. Now, I want to give you my audience here. Are you ready? Here is my audience. They will come and they will definitely scream for you. Yeah! Yay! Thank you so much. Great. The whole room, there's 2,000 people here. They're all on fire from the entire world.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.